Hey guys, so today we're going to do another behind the scenes. I actually have to delay the next hymn from home for a little bit, kind of bummed up my finger, but it's going to be okay. It'll heal, everything will be fine. So instead, I'm going to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes, which will be used in the next hymn from home video. So I'm going to go over two things today. One is the new Ableton Push that I got recently. The second thing is going to be talking about vocoding, which is going to be one of the main things that I'm going to use in the next song. So first of all, let me talk about the Ableton Push. It is pretty cool. It's kind of a 4-in-1 almost. It's an instrument. It is a control surface, which means that is something that controls the software that we're doing. It can be a sampler so that I could make a whole bunch of noises and throw them into a drum rack and kind of play back the sounds as I want to. It could also be a sequencer if I want to really quickly lay down a whole drum beat or something like that. Anyway, we're really only going to talk about the control surface part of it and the instrument part of it. So, like I said, it's an instrument. I have this bass sound queued up here. So it's pretty cool. I also have this pad sound I can switch to. So it's pretty cool. Another thing I can do is, like I said, I can switch over to the session view and use that as a control surface. So that'll be able to control my loops and the scenes that I'm doing. A lot of times when I am doing like a looping piece, you have different sections, like a verse section or a chorus section, and different loops you have to pull in and out. So here is the chorus section of the hymn you might recognize. So let's say I wanted to take out the high pad. Now let's say I want to take out the bass. So you can see I can control all the different loops. It's also a mixer, so I can control the volumes up here with these knobs. Also, these knobs can switch and control all the instruments and the effects, the EQ and stuff that I have. If you guys ever want to see like a full video on all the stuff it can do, let me know. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to switch back over here to the instrument version of this, and we're going to talk about the vocoder. So a vocoder is kind of a really cool, kind of complex electronic component. If you know of the artist Imogen Heap, then she uses it on her really famous song Hide and Seek. If you don't know it, look it up. It's pretty cool. But she pretty much uses a vocoder for the entire song. We're kind of going to copy that. Basically, I spent a lot of time trying to do my best to emulate the sounds in that song. I don't know if I got it exactly, but I got it kind of close and got it to where I like it. So I'm going to switch you over to the computer view here. So I have this whole vocoder group, and I actually have two vocoders set up, one to handle the treble range of the voice, so the upper frequencies, and then the one to control the lower bass frequencies. And what it does is it takes the audio signal, you can see audio from Vox synth, so it's taking the audio from the synthesizer and it's taking my voice as the carrier, and it kind of meshes and combines the two together. So what you have is the keyboard playing the synthesizer sounds by using the words and the consonances that you're saying. It's pretty cool. To demonstrate, I'm first going to show you what the synthesizer sounds like just on its own. So I'm going to turn up the synthesizer here. It's kind of a very harsh, kind of weird sounding sound. You can listen and maybe has some like fuzziness, some noise in it. But it is designed to try to capture as much of the frequencies and the nuances of the human voice as possible. So I actually am, when I play this sound, I'm actually playing 3 different synthesizers. I will show them to you. So I have this sound using a wavetable here. And I also have, I decided not to use this one. I also have this much more harsher sounding operator synth. And then I have this. Has a little bit of pitch in it, but mostly it's noise. So the noise helps to pick up a lot of the consonances, the t's and the t's and the p's and those kind of things. All together, we have this sound. So now what I'm going to do, when you're playing with the vocoder, you actually turn off the normal synthesizer volume. So I'm going to turn this all the way back down. So now when I play, nothing happens. But if I speak into the microphone and play at the same time, now whatever I say is getting played through the keyboard. So for example, I will sing a little bit of the first verse. When peace like a river attendeth my way. So you can see I can basically create my own little backup chorus of lots of different singers. Kind of, that's the effect we're going for. So that just gives you a sneak peek into what our next hymn from home is going to be. If you start hearing lots of voices in the hymn, you're going to know exactly what's going on. Thanks, and stay tuned for the next video.